What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and I've been getting a lot of questions about what do I mean about building your team for free. How can you build your Madden 19 Ultimate Team for free? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's going on within the game and what you can expect in Madden 19. We're going to go through some things that's going to help you, just some pointers to understand exactly what you should be prepared for in Madden 19 to start. If you're not one of those individuals that are willing to spend any money other than what it costs to get the game. Okay, so pretty much what's going to be happening is Madden 19, I believe, is going to be very similar to the objectives in progress, stuff like that. I told a lot of you guys throughout the year, like, listen, make sure you're doing that, okay? Make sure every day you come in, you check it out, you see what's going on, your daily XP. A lot of you guys have received so many coins from that, but it's not only that. It's the promos that come out every week that you're going to be able to do something with. Remember, they stopped doing it in 18 a while ago because, you know, pretty much it wasn't a lot of things. After the whole, the MUT heroes, they had the position heroes. It wasn't really anything else that they could, you know, wanted to offer you free coins from. You had the, you know, MUT Master, you had the Ultimate Master, you had different ways of earning coins through objective and progress. And then other than that, you had the daily situation here where you had a chance at, you know, almost 450 coins. They never opened, changed that graphic so it shows 350, but 450 was the max at the MUT level 52, which you can see in the top right up there. So that's pretty much what it was about. You know, going forward, you're going to want to check this out because this is going to be very, very crucial to you getting coins, you know, just to be able to use, you know, without having to buy packs or do anything like that. Okay. Now, when you're talking about building your team, right, depending on the Madden 19 that you get, if you're not going to be a guy that's going to want to dabble in getting packs every now and again and you want to get everything absolutely free, you're probably going to be better off getting the Hall of Fame edition because you're going to get additional packs that's going to help you to, you know, to start that chain of what's going on. Now, depending on what you get out of your packs, if you pull trash, that's going to definitely influence whether you're going to have to spend money or not. Because early on, I keep trying to tell you guys, it's all about how you start. In MUT, once you go up, like a lot of people didn't understand what was going on because like 16, I wasn't really interested in being a MUT millionaire. I was like, yo, look, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to grind my solos, but I'm not concerned about whatever. I'm going to buy whatever. I don't care. Then I started to understand in 17, when I became a MUT millionaire, like, okay, if I start off early and I'm very careful with the purchases that I get and I know how to utilize my cards, I never run out of money during the year, which is what you don't want to do. Because once you run out of money, you become desperate, bro, because the solos run out and everything else that's around that you can use to get coins, the sets and everything like that, you feel stranded, bro. You're like, yo, I got to do this. But then you realize, like, look, I'm probably not going to pull anything. And then you still do it anyway because that's just part of MUT. You become addicted to it and you know early on if your pack luck is garbage, that's going to be happening. So that's what this is about. It's about preventing that from happening. So now that we have established that if you are going to be a grinder and you're going to do no money spent for the game other than purchasing the game, you're going to be looking at objectives in progress, you're going to be looking at solo challenges, and you're going to be focused on exactly what you need to do within it. Whatever they give us to start, that's what you're going to be on, okay? Don't worry about nat cards, okay? There's going to be things for you to do with nat cards. You don't have to worry about that. You're going to have to grind a lot of solos, okay? The next thing you're going to have to do is, like, before we even get to the item sets, well, the upgrade sets is what they're calling it. When you go over here, right, look, listen, the browse pack section, remember, everything that you earn inside of the solos, those are your coins, okay? You didn't spend money, so you're doing it for free. The only thing you're spending is your time, but you have to be very, very smart with how you spend the coins that you get from spending your time, else it becomes, you know, naturally what your significant other, your girlfriend, whoever you're around, boyfriend, whatever it is, they're going to tell you you're wasting your time. And then that's when it's true, because if you're not, your team is not getting better, you're just running around doing whatever you want, you're playing solos, you're buying packs, you're not getting anything, you don't really have a set, you know, goal for what you're supposed to be doing. Now it looks like you're realistically just wasting your time. You have to come into the auction house, well, the store, and you got to find a pack that's popping. All right. Now, early on, I'm going to go ahead and probably go out on a limb and tell you there's going to probably be a lot of bad cards you're going to be getting. You're not going to, very, very few people are going to, you know, pull the high elites like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, all the higher 90 to 89 overall base elites that are going to be released, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't figure out what's going on, like exclusive offers and stuff like that. This worked out pretty well for them. I don't see why they wouldn't do it, okay? But you're gonna look for the ones that only cost coins. You see what I'm saying? Like this, you know, for example, that daily pack, whatever. This one right here. You're gonna look for it. And you're gonna see. But remember, when you take a plunge into something like this, you're risking everything, because trust me, it's not gonna be easy to earn 75K at launch. All right, so if they do have something that's worth coins, you're going to want to go over to something like this section, and you're going to be looking over, you know, over here like this. Like a 4 gold player bundle, if they're doing that for like 30K coins and you earn that, you don't know, bro, you might pull something really, really glitchy out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to try your luck with one, whatever. Because remember, at this time, your overall is going to be so low that everybody's overall is going to be low. So there's going to be no like benefit to like reducing your overall, because you know, the system, and plus I think they kind of figured us all out once we started pulling like golden tickets. When I reduced my overall and it was pulling packs earlier in the year in 18, I think EA is kind of onto us. So I don't know if that's going to work, but anyway, when you start to see, you know, the packs that are available for coins, you're going to go and you're going to, you know, you're going to take a couple chances, man. Because like I said, it's no way possible that you're going to be able to just grind solos and grind up coins and not take chances on packs unless you get a crazy snipe in the auction house. Okay, now that's a situation, and remember, there's no contracts in Madden 19, so you won't have to worry about that frivolous spending and just throwing away coins. There's no contract, so you just go out there. Once you get the card, you're good to go. This right here, the sniping aspect of it, you see, you gotta know, like every year I get a crazy snipe, right? And it's usually, I don't do it, it's usually not on stream. Because if I'm on stream, you guys are lurking, you'll see it, and then it's a wrap. So I'll usually do it off stream and just, you know, lurk the auction house, look at the time remaining, stuff like that. Because remember, every year somebody accidentally puts up a card for very, very low because they don't understand what's going on. Every year somebody, you know, willingly puts it up there because they're new to Madden and they don't understand what the cost of the thing, you know, of these things are. So you going through the auction house different times and just trying to figure out what's happening is very, very beneficial to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be able to see a lot of things here that you wouldn't otherwise see. So you got to be very, very careful about, you know, how you spend your time in the auction house and what's going on, because sometimes you might be that person to put something up there that's not at the value that it should be, because either you click it and you don't see another card up there and you don't do any other reference and you're desperate for coins and you go ahead and you just put the card up. It's sort of like a couple of you guys are saying, if you pull a high elite, you want to wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely emphasize that. The more people that get the game, the higher the price is going to be. So early on, when you get an elite card, you might see that same card going for like 80K, 90K, whatever. And then as soon as like a week pass and everybody has the game, it skyrockets because they set the value. The more people that get Madden early on, that's why the prices immediately change, because it doesn't start like that. So remember that. The 88s, the 89s, even the 87s, the value of those cards are going to go up tremendously. Which is why I said to you guys, for most of you that want to go, you know, no money spent and, you know, go out there and you're just grinding, you should have done at least 3 rookie premieres. And you should have got skill positions, the strong safety, the cornerback, the running back. You should have done that already, because that's going to eliminate you having to, you know, worry about this. Like this Aaron Donald Core Elite. This was a ridiculous card when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? Travis Frederick. These cards were ridiculous. The lower 80s and 81s, they kind of simmered out and was very, very cheap. But everything else was very, very expensive. So depending on how early you get the game, you're gonna probably get a lot of benefits from that. You'll be able to snipe a lot of what these guys are putting out early because they're trying to just get coins right then and there. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of that. You know, spend a couple, you know, maybe like 10, 15 minutes a day in the auction house looking around, see what's going on, time remaining, go to specific positions to see exactly, you know, what you're looking for, see how the price ranges are going. You know, there's a lot of different methods that I'll go into, and as the year goes on, and try to explain exactly what you need to do in order to make sure that you're getting the most out of the auction house. But yeah, that's a very, very beneficial thing, because one snipe changes your entire path for the year. So, you know, one snipe, one good pull, you know, it's over. And like I said, once you go up, you have to make sure that everything that you invest in maintains the value. That means if you pull an elite 90 overall center, you get Travis Frederick, Once you put him in the lineup, right, and you obviously he's auctionable. As soon as they drop a promo, and then there's like another center that's a little bit better than him, you should probably sell him and invest in the better center, or just sell him and go to another position, because that's what happens if you leave him there too long. Like let's say month and a half, and everything starts to go down in value, you start to lose from that. And that's something that I learned also on my own. Like, bro, all right, I got to start interchanging these players throughout the year. Plus, your player starts to, we get that whole nerf feeling to where it's like, okay, this player's not playing the same way. EA got me. You see what I'm saying? Like, you start to think like that. Like, maybe I should start to invest in other things because my card is just not playing that way. I don't know if Madden 19 will be like that, because Madden 25 and Madden 15 weren't like that. 16, for the most part, wasn't like that, but 17 started that thing where you started to feel like, yo, these dudes are getting nerfed. 18, it continued. So I don't know what's going on in 19. We have to wait to see what's going on with that. And then one of the final things is the sets. Like, we're going to find different sets in here that we could use our Nat cards that we'll get from solos. I don't know how they work in the loyalty program, but we have to wait to see how that happens. But learning about your item sets is very, very huge, because this is where you combine players that you don't need, combine multiple things to create tokens, and you do so many things here that will really, really benefit the amount of coins that you have. So you're going to want to focus on these item sets and see, because a lot of times we get players that we're like, yo, this guy sucks, and what am I going to do with the guy? And there's sets for it. There's upgrade sets. There's player exchange sets. There's so many different things that you can do to upgrade your squad early on inside the game. So you're going to want to make sure that that's one of your focuses. You don't want to be that person that, you're just like, yo, my binder's mad full and you're not doing anything with it. You're going to want to make sure that you are doing things with it. Because if you don't, what happens is the people that find out first, like what's going for what and everything like that, they're going to make everything off. And then everything is not guaranteed to stay the same price. Sort of like the way the fluctuation of tokens are. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 week, we went like a month where elite tokens were like 25K, 30K. They dropped one promo, it was like 75, 100K. You know what I'm saying? So it's about the timing of everything that you do. And you have to understand that this is not something where you could be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to start grinding my team. I'm going to take a week off and then see what's good. I'm telling you right now, the way everything changes will change the way you make money and coins in this game. So you have to be very, very, careful about the time you take off, what you're doing, stuff like that. Because it becomes a situation where it's like, yo, I took 1 day off and now everything skyrocketed in price. Or I took 1 day off and then now this card is not worth anything. All right? So it is very easy to go no money spent. You know what I'm saying? But it does require a lot of time. And the good thing about it is the solos are not usually as long as they used to be. So starting off with your initial coins is just going to be making the best decision. Should I invest in the packs or should I invest in the auction house? Those are the things you're going to have to decide once you start the grinding. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what they give us to start the game off with, and then we'll go from there. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to wish everybody good luck that watched this video, and may you get millionaire status earlier than I do. See you guys and girls next time. One love.